At 6, the first flight taking asylum seekers to Rwanda is due to leave the UK in the next few hours. This is the plane expected to deter people from attempting the dangerous crossing. Good evening and welcome to the BBC News at 6 from our new studio at Broadcasting House. The flights to Rwanda are meant to act as a deterrent to those trying to cross the channel in boats. But today, at least 300 more people made that journey. Those are just some of them. Almost 4 times that number applied, though. In a moment, we'll talk to our political editor, Chris Mason, who's at Westminster. But first, our senior Africa correspondent. Now, this is the Yorkshire seaside town of Whitby. Pay rises are falling behind soaring inflation. Well, our economics editor Faisal Islam is here to talk us through the figures.
Yeah, well, Sophie, it's a bit of a mixed picture. The good news is that unemployment is close to historic lows, reflecting the success of pandemic support measures.
And long queues at airports. Our transport correspondent Katie Austin can explain more. Katie.
Yes, Sophie. Well, most people have got away without major problems.
And you can see a special programme called Grenfell. Has Anything Changed? It's available now on the BBC iPlayer and at bbc.co.uk/iPlayer or via the iPlayer app on your smart device. Matt Taylor is here and it is going to get hot this week, isn't it, for a lot of people?
But not for everyone. It's a bit of an uneven weather story this week, Sophie. Yes, today we've had skies like this one.
Wow, Matt, thank you very much. I'm going to head over here now because that is it from the BBC News at 6 on Tuesday, the 14th of June. You can, of course, keep up to date with all the latest developments on the BBC website. From the 6 team, it is goodbye, but the news continues right here on BBC One because it's now time to join our colleagues across the nations and regions for the news where you are. Goodbye.
Tonight at 10, a special report from the front line as Russian forces tighten their grip on eastern Ukraine. Very warm welcome to BBC News at 10, and we start tonight with a special report from eastern Ukraine, where Russian forces are tightening their grip on the country's industrial heartland. So what's on the table now? A green lane, that's what Boris Johnson's come up with. Really now we're all looking at the response from the EU to see what they have to say. So let's join Katya Adler, our Europe editor in Brussels. No secret, Katya, that basically the EU is not keen on these changes, but what action is open to them? The government says it's focused on boosting growth. So there's plenty to talk about with our economics editor, Faisal Islam, who's joined me now in the studio. And when people look at these very disappointing growth figures, Faisal, and ask you for maybe a list of causes, what do you say to them? Now, in what is probably the most ambitious project ever undertaken in the field of biology, a team of scientists is planning to sequence the genomes of all forms of life in the British Isles. And, well, dear friends, that's BBC News at 10 from our new home here on Monday, the 13th of June. Don't forget, there's more analysis of the day's main stories on Newsnight. And there's Kirsty, just going on air as we speak on BBC Two. Here on BBC One, well, there we are. All our colleagues in the nations and regions, all of them standing by right now with the news where you are. So stay with us. But from the 10 team, thank you for watching and good night.